Here's another one. One time for the mind now. Let's go.
Could be something true now. I'm not looking anymore. The times are faking, never thrown out. Sharing real connections, what we're made for. Come on, let go, baby, more. Don't you know you're ready on a jump for that? Try to put the boat double cooking on the go, finding no use. Hey, I'm gonna go there.
And a whale with a flow, double trouble on the go poses. Kid posing, opposing against these foes. Please know I'm the
Welcome to another week of The Drop, starring starring? I never say starring. Well, anyways, I'm Fighter Cows this week, and again, I'm here with a new week's episode of The Drop. I've got some stuff for you. I've got a rumor. I've got some gaming news, wrestling news. Finally, yes, I covered it in my first episode, so there's precedent for me covering pro wrestling here, and some anime news. Not really, more like what happened to Crunchyroll, huh? What happened?
Try and get you.
Alright, so my first piece of news is courtesy of comicbook.com. Those are two different websites, Comic Book Movie and comicbook.com. They're totally different. It's from comicbookwithoutthemovie.com. Anyways, apparently, according to 4chan, yes, 4chan, but they have been right before. They're positive enough to quote from 4chan over at Comic Book. Game Informer is preparing to announce that the next game to be featured on the cover of its December issue, that's I believe next month's issue or this month's, will be none other than a new project from Rocksteady Studios. You know, the guys who did the Batman Arkham trilogy. And it's going to be none other than a game about Superman. Quote, Game Informer cover game will be revealed next week. It'll be Rocksteady's Superman game. The scale and ambition of the game is massive. You'll all be blown away on the detail. Can't wait to see your reactions, lads. So far, reactions have been mixed. You don't know if it's going to be. But apparently these rumors have enough pull behind them, enough notoriety behind it, that it could be true that there will be a new Superman game. And that's crazy. I've been wanting to see a new... I totally have been waiting for this since Arkham City. Played Arkham Asylum, I was like, alright. Then they played Arkham City, I'm like, wait a minute. Why don't they work on Superman next? And boom. Hopefully this is true. What do you guys think? I think they can do it. My next piece of news is about Xbox and Phil Spencer from Bloomberg. Quote, Microsoft's is planning to start acquiring or starting their own video game studios again. Quote, the company plans to increase investment in developing in-house games, including starting or acquiring studios to do so. Xbox chief Phil Spencer said in an interview last week that's an about-face from its approach the past several years, during which Microsoft has shuttered studios and canceled games, and faced criticism at an industry conference from gamers for its lack of hot first-party titles. Quote, we need to grow, and I look forward to doing that, Spencer said. Our ability to go create content has to be one of our strengths. We haven't always invested at the same level. We've gone through ups and downs in the investment. Microsoft on Tuesday will start selling the Xbox One X, a high-end console targeted at hardcore gamers. Indeed, if they want to actually get people to, why should they care about more graphics for their games in the Xbox One X if the games we're playing are the same games being played everywhere else and there's so few exclusives? I mean, there's Halo and Gears of War and Forza, right? And there isn't that. They do need to start working on more exclusives from more varied companies. I think they have. For them, it's a good move. Maybe not so if you're a PlayStation fan. Who knows? Or maybe it is. Maybe it'll push PlayStation to go, oh snap, we need to step it up too. And same with Nintendo. Nintendo's been doing pretty good at that actually now. Starting to get more and more companies on their side. One of these days I might get a Switch. I don't know. When it's used maybe, but hey, that's better than before. That's better than my interest was before it got announced, so that's pretty good. What do you guys think of Xbox going on and trying to finally start to muster some first-party support beyond their main ones I just mentioned? Alright, so here's what happened in Crunchyroll. Apparently, Crunchyroll was hacked over the weekend with some sort of redirect that made you download a virus that was, an executable file for Windows. I'm on Mac, but still, that's kind of you don't want to hear that. Apparently, here's the details about it. Crunchyroll's parent company, Elation, explained what happened. This is from Engadget. Intruders managed to hijack and control the company's Cloudflare configuration, which normally redirects traffic to Crunchyroll. Actually, I do remember visiting last week to watch last Dragon Ball Super and seeing that Cloudflare thing. It's supposed to be an anti-DDoS thing, but looks like, that also had its weaknesses. The hackers steered it to the rogue server hosting malware. Thankfully, it was an, quote, isolated attack. It targeted Cloudflare, but not the actual website. If you have a Crunchyroll account, it's safe and sound. And the phone will ring behind me. Yeah, apparently that was a political call that just called viewers, so, yeah. Anyways, if you did have that virus executable, you're not necessarily in trouble. You're fine if you didn't run the hostile program. If you did, you can manually remove the rogue files and registry entries. The team hasn't identified a perpetrator, but it's still hours after the attack. More definitive answers will likely take some time. That's why I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super this weekend. So all this Kefla stuff I usually would have an opinion on at the end, but did not get the chance to watch it because Crunchyroll was being weird. Didn't want to risk it. Apparently it's fine now. I'll try and watch it. I'm thinking of even doing a separate video just on my Dragon Ball Super thoughts. Maybe it'll get more views that way. Who knows? But, yeah, hopefully you guys didn't get any malware or anything from visiting Crunchyroll this weekend. Should be fine now, though. Okay, so this last piece of news has got me hype. And it's pro wrestling news. It's not WWE related completely, except for the fact that one of its stars is going to wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's right. Chris Jericho, main appearance on New Japan. New Japan Pro Wrestling's official YouTube video put up a short promo Jericho cut on Kenny Omega, basically saying, "You think you're the best in the world? No, I'm the best in the world." And mentioning how CM Punk and Shawn Michaels are all done with wrestling and they claim to be the best, but he's still here wrestling. And he says that he's the alpha. And Kenny Omega is called Kenny Omega, so he's saying it's Alpha versus Omega at the end of the promo. Check it out if you can on New Japan's official YouTube page. Jericho can still go. He's 46 or 45, and Jericho can still go because he's been taking care of himself, and thanks to that DDP yoga, which actually works. For him and for AJ Styles, it actually, apparently it's been giving him some good, longevity for his wrestling, thanks to DDP's yoga, which ain't really yoga. Well, he even says this ain't your mama's yoga, but man, it's got him working this well. I'm pretty hyped to see what Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho do, and watch Meltzer give it 6 stars. Watch. I had to throw that in there. Alright guys, I'm done for this week. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Again, you gotta let me know what you want me to talk about and stuff. So check out social media or leave comments. Social media is right in the bottom of these videos all the time. Right under my feet. You see the Instagram and Twitter logo and then my username, Facebook logo, my username. So again, you guys let me know and I'll cover it. See you guys next week. Oh, and check out my new video, the introduction to xaos thing. I spent 2 weeks on that, so, and more's definitely coming. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think of that too. Thanks. See you guys next week.